All right, let's see. I fully realize that I'm live right now, so. Oh, there it is.
All right, let's see. I fully realize that I'm live right now, so.
Why am I watching myself? Stupid asshole. Okay, here we are. It's like playing myself over and over and over again. Hi, Gorilla Spawn. All right, let me I'm trying to figure out how I can see the chat a little better. Felt like streaming this morning. Good morning, everyone. Just give me a minute. Where is it? Let me redo this. Okay, I know I said I was done with Dustin, but I saw like some letters and stuff I wanted to read. So good morning, everybody. Let me turn that down. Give me just a minute. Hi, you fucker. There you go. All right. Hi, TCAP Recipes. Let's see. Let's take care of some business here. Pew pew. Mr. Kinky, how are you today? You're never done with Dustin. You always come back. Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, depending on where you are. Okay. So I'm sure, let's go ahead and get started here. Hi. Okay. So I'm sure most of you are familiar with the Temple of TCAP. I go on there periodically. I don't live my life, with TCAP. I do other shit too, but not that if you go on the Temple of TCAP, you're living your life on TCAP. That's not what I'm saying. But I don't get on there as often. There's so much stuff on there that you could literally spend all fucking day. Do I sound okay? Somebody was kind enough to offer to send me some equipment, and I took them up on that. So if I go to Temple of TCAP, I end up spending half my day reading shit on there, and comments are so funny. Hello, everyone. So, nope, didn't want to do that. Sorry. Okay, hold on. Pew. So I want to read a couple. They have a great section of. They have a thread. It's predator legal letters, and people have spent a lot of time researching this shit so that we could all enjoy it. And there's some Google Drives on there. There's one for Lauren. There's one for Dustin. And I saw some funny things because I did take a moment. Yes, he and John Dudinsky are having a secret affair. He didn't even know where to put the tape in. Hi, Kingpin. I'm like not even awake yet. I had like a ridiculous morning, so I thought this might be fun. So the first one I want to read is, and you can find it yourself if you go to Temple of TCAP, and there's, like I said, there's a thread for predator legal letters. And this one is petitioner's motion to vacate sentence due to improper medical care. Dustin McFetrich versus United States of America. I'm already. Hi. Oh, I wanted to mention PT Strong 3. Good morning. I want to give a shout out because nepotism is definitely encouraged here. If you haven't checked out Cybersqueak, her channel, she's putting out some pretty funny videos and she does some live streams. And she just happens to be my daughter. And if you haven't checked her out, make sure you do. She's so much better technologically than I am. She's so much funnier. So if you like me for whatever reason, you'll love her. And A W X Gunderson sent me a little video to watch in case I hadn't seen it. If you haven't checked out his channel, make sure you do. There's a predator. I'm sorry. I'm laughing already. He talks about our friend who wants to rape us anally. That guy always makes me laugh. I hope you all are ready for an hour of me laughing. You need to stop. My daughter is hot. She is. I'm not gay or anything. You did, TCAP? Yeah, I dragged her into this sick little hobby, and she took to it like a predator to a child. So, to the honorable judge of said court, I don't think Dustin wrote this himself, but there's a couple funny things in here. And I'll try to check out the chat meanwhile. I don't know what I'm laughing about already. Now into court comes Dustin McFetridge, petitioner pro se. Pro se means he did it himself, in case you don't know. In the above styled and numbered cause of action, and would respectfully show this honorable court the following. The petitioner concedes this court no longer possesses jurisdiction to actually alter nor vacate the sentence in this cause. However, this court does possess the authority to grant petitioners pending motion seeking clarification, correction, amendment of a judgment. So, you can smell my breath. Oh, Tango. Hi, oh, don't say it quietly. Hi, Tango. I don't want to wake her up. Petitioner supports his request based upon improper medical care, such as the following. I'm an awful person laughing at this. Petitioner has developed staph infections over 12 times since his BOP custody. He's gotten high jungle stuff. Get ready for an hour of me just laughing my ass off. He got 12 staph infections. I'm an asshole. Oh, now I know Dustin wrote this. Number 2, petitioner suffers from cerebral palsy, and he spelled it Paulsy, palsy, which results in a useless right hand, thus constituting the need for Velcro shoes. He just wants Velcro shoes, Judge. Come on. Because he can't tie his own shoes. I don't. He needs Velcro. He wrote a legal letter asking for Velcro shoes. Health services have refused to furnish petitioner with the needed shoes to this date. Petitioner has not received any physical therapy for his condition since leaving the state prison on 12/23/2009. And my favorite, number 4, get ready. Petitioner has been belittled multiple times by various medical staff and called names, etc. Palsy. Petitioner has been belittled multiple times by various medical staff and called names. So the medical staff is making fun of him. I demand to know what these names are. I want to know. What names are the medical staff at the prison? I'm sorry, guys, I can't breathe. Just the thought of him going in. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't have a demand for used panties. Yeah, you can't tie his shoes, but he can shave her down there. He can operate a razor, but he needs Velcro shoes. Oh my God, that's what got me started. Good morning, Tony. We're here. Sunday morning youth group with Dustin. That's what got me started. Like, I don't know. I was like just browsing Temple of TCAP because I didn't want to get up and do anything else. And I saw petitioner has been belittled multiple times by various medical staff and called names. It's not a fucking joke. He is a useless Rick Hand, and he needs Velcro shoes. God damn it. That's pretty much the only thing that's really funny in that one. So Dustin actually wrote that one. I see. He actually did pretty good. We got a handwritten one here, and I may have read this one before. This one's going to be a little tough. His handwriting is not great. Listen, did you all? I have a question. Did you all get the stamps I asked you to get? You just need 2 stamps. Put them in a Ziploc bag. Pew pew. Anybody want to pitch in for an airplane banner and a photographer at Vortex this Wednesday? That would be so funny. What would you put on the banner? What do you want to put on the banner? If it's good enough, I might have a couple bucks. All right, give me 1 second. Holy shit. Give me a second. I want to light a candle here. I need some ambiance for this letter. Let me light some candles. All right. Oh, hi, Mr. Webb. You ready? Pew pew. I'm going to try my best. Good hoss. How are you? Everybody gets a wrench. Listen, the rules are, though, you have to behave. If anybody misbehaves, I take all the wrenches away. Not a good and you moment. Well, it might be if he's getting out. That might be a good and you moment. Yeah, and listen, I need everybody's social security number in your panties. All right, let me try. I'm going to try really hard to read this letter. His handwriting is so bad. I suspect he's not a natural left-handed person, but has to write with his left hand by necessity because his right hand is useless. I'm getting a pair of Velcro shoes. So, but listen, when he was being interrogated, he didn't have Velcro shoes on. He was fine with that's probably why his kicks were untied. But he didn't have Velcro shoes on. He had them enormous high tops. Oh shit! And I'm not, I've never been to jail or anything, but I thought they had like shower shoes and slip-ons and stuff. What the fuck does he need Velcro shoes for? But I might go get me a pair. I like Velcro shoes. I think they're cool for some reason because I'm weird. Okay, Judge McKinley, and this is from May 29th, 2010. Your Honor, I wrote you April 15th and April 21st of 2010. I have no ideal, IDEAL. So he doesn't just. No ideal. I have no ideal. Why your letters are. I need to read it in a Dustin voice. Sorry. Let me start over. I didn't even think about it. Oh, yeah. His condition probably did worse, and he had 12 staph infections. I don't know why that's funny to me. Like 12. One's not enough. I think he's full of shit. He could have said he had one. Judge McKinley, May 29, 2010. Your Honor, I wrote you April 15th and April 21st of 2010. I have no idea why your letters are the only letters that was never received. I have no idea why your letters are the only ones that were never received. Like the judge is like, I never got your letters. I'm sorry, Dustin. The judge doesn't give a fuck about your stupid letter, Dustin. I have included a copy of the letters I sent you and Ms. Lawless from April 15th. Unfortunately, I was in too much of a hurry. He used the correct two. I was in too much of a hurry to contact you on April 21st to make copies of the documents. I was sending you to wait 2 extra days to access the copier room. Why is that so funny? He had to wait. He has to wait because he's in prison. Because he's in prison. And the usual things you would just be able to do, you can't do because you're in prison. I didn't want to wait 2 extra days to access the copier room because it was closed. Yes, it's Liquid Batsby. Good morning. Oh, fuck. Okay. Now I have to take my time to compile and copy these documents in triples. Does he mean he has to like write them 3 times? Hopefully, having all these documents together will make your job easier and will allow you to make a decision on what to do about the issue I'm having from being in the federal system. Oh, Dustin, that's really thoughtful. He's just trying to make the judge's job easier by sending him all these fucking letters. Triplicate. He's trying to make his job easier. Hey, Derek, Super Smash. Hey, Scotty B. What up? We are all nuts. This is how I spend my morning. laughing at a sex predator getting a staph infection and wanting Velcro shoes. And the medical staff making fun of him. Okay. So Dustin's basically just trying to make the judge's job easier. I think that's pretty thoughtful. First off, my time for release is way off. The Federal Bureau of Prisons, and in parentheses he put BOP in case the judge isn't familiar with what the Federal Bureau of Prisons is. Oh, French kisses you. I'm French kissing all of you. Oh, let's see. The Bureau of Prisons, BOP, has my release date as November 11th, 2013. And after good conduct time, GCT, the BOP has my release date as March 21st, 2013. But my release date should be October 20th, 2012. And after GCT, my release date should be January 24th, 2012. So I'm not following any of this because I don't care. I really don't care. But apparently they did fuck up his time, which I think is funny. But I think it's pretty funny that they oh shit, stop. I think it's pretty funny that they keep messing up the predator's time. It's like they're fucking with him on purpose. So I have been locked up since October 20th, 2007, and spent every day from that date to today in a jail or prison. I can hear like the little tiny violin going, I have spent every day from that date to today in a jail or prison. Poor Dustin. The BOP are only giving me time credit from November 17th, 2008. Thus, meaning the BOP is cheating me out of 1 year and 28 days that I have served. Good. I have even submitted a copy of the motion you wrote me serving my time concurrent with the state of Kentucky day for day, but they refuse to honor your motion. Monsters. Absolute monsters. Also, the BOP is cheating me out of 35 days of GCT. I can just imagine him sitting in his cell fucking fuming. He has to spend an extra year in prison. It's fucked up, I guess, but it's pretty funny. My GCT should read as 270 days, not 235 days, because in notes are supposed inmates in notes. I can't read his fucking writing. In his power chair. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't ask for like a Bluetooth. Oh shit, my alarm's going off. Sorry. Yeah, what is it with pedos and their oversized Bluetooth headsets? I guess it's easier to talk to the decoys on there. Hi, Eric. Good morning. Pew. Excuse me. All right, inmates. Where the fuck was I? Because inmates are supposed to receive 54 days a year GCT, and 54 times 5 equals 270. God damn it. Stop it. I have gave Ms. Roberts. Now they're supposed to get 54 days a year. What if they're not good? What if he was bad? So they just automatically get good time even if they're not good? I don't know. I don't understand any of this. I have gave Ms. Roberts here in the records department every document I'm sending you, and Ms. Roberts told me I would have to write you to get my time corrected. She said that you would have to contact the BOP or you would have to amend my sentence to reflect the time I am being cheated out of. Oh my God, I'm getting a headache already. I don't know if it's from me laughing so hard or if it's just his writing. She said that you would have to, the next motion on my agenda. Oh, he's a judge now. So his next motion, Ms. Roberts. I wonder if Dustin hit on Ms. Roberts. No, she's probably old. The next motion on my agenda is a copy of the letter I wrote Ms. Lawless on asking for a split sentence of home incarceration. Oh my God. What makes this fool think he's going to get, what did he say? Can he just be given over to the custody of his mom? So he's still trying to work that angle. A split sentence of home incarceration. This prison refuses to meet mine and a lot of other inmates' medical needs due to it not being a real federal medical center. So, Dustin, champion of disabled prisoners. Great. Unlimited panties. Asking for unlimited panties so I never need to leave prison. I think his, unless something's changed, the last I heard, his hearing was set for February 24th. So for the next, I have just a little update. I'm having a minor, it's very minor surgery. It's not anything to be, it's not like I'm having a liver transplant or anything like that. But I'm having a foot surgery and I'm going to be literally bedridden. I'm going to be out of work for like 2 months and I'm going to be laying in bed for a few weeks. So I'm going to have nothing better to do than YouTube shit. So get ready. That's why I'm hoping to get like my equipment and stuff together before I'm stuck in my bed. Coming to you straight from my bed. So get ready. You guys are going to get sick of me. I'm going to be so fucking bored. This prison refuses to meet mine and a lot of other inmates' medical needs due to it not being a real federal medical center. Forest City is a federal correctional complex. This prison does not offer physical therapy here. Why does he think he's having a minor? Oh God. The transition. Hello everyone. I've had some changes since my surgery. I think it's easier when you're transitioning. I don't know if it's easier when you're transitioning from female to male. So it shouldn't take long at all. So why does he think he's entitled to physical therapy? The chat's funnier than this shit. And refuse to take me out of for treatment. This meaning my cardiovascular system and muscles are getting weak. They still have my electro wheelchair. He wants it back. Hello, everyone. He needs therapy for 2 or 3 days straight. His muscles are getting weak. They still have my electric wheelchair in receiving and discharging still and refuse to let me use it and refuse to mail it home. Well, yeah, I mean, they're going to spend all that money to mail his wheelchair home. Pew pew. They weren't being honest with him. Since this prison does not meet my medical needs, I have asked for a medical transfer, and everyone in this medical and administration refused to put me in for a medical transfer. I asked for home incarceration to get the health care I need and to meet all obligations the courts have asked of me on taking the sex offender treatment program. Huh? Please give me the opportunity to get out and get enrolled in class and get healthy. So he's asking to get out early, not only to meet his medical needs, but so he can hurry up. I'm so anxious to get into the anxious. I'm so anxious to get enrolled in that sex offender class that I want you to let me out early. I can't wait to start my treatment. What an asshole. If you won't send me to a federal medical center such as Butler, North Carolina, or Lexington, Kentucky, send him to Leavenworth. Send him to Fort Leavenworth. Let's see how he does. On April 29th, 2010, my attorney, Scott Wendelsdorf, isn't that the same guy? Isn't Scott Wendelsdorf the same guy that handled Lauren's case? I know way too much about this shit. Contacted me via phone in my counselor's office and told me that Miss Lawless was open to me being on home incarceration and that they would work out the details the following Monday or Tuesday of the next week. And I have not heard anything since then. Okay, that doesn't mean you get, because your lawyer said they were open to do home incarceration, doesn't mean that you're getting home incarceration. What a moron. I hope you will agree to the terms of the agreement they have made. They have made no agreement, Lauren. So now you're calling names. Mark Mangelsdorf. If the panties don't fit, you must acquit. Oh, my God. Also, I have enclosed a motion that Judge John Grease had stated when either my Kentucky or federal time ended, they both would end. I hope you agree with Judge Grease on this. It's either Grease or Grise or Greasy or something. On this motion, this would keep me from home incarceration, but would still require me to take the classes both require from me. Huh? I don't know. Somebody, there you go. Somebody explain to me what that just said. I have no idea. It's giving me a headache. Both my Kentucky and Tennessee, Tennesse. He's close. So close. So fucking close. Tennessee time is over. And I have I don't know, something on me anymore. So my fate rests with your decision on these matters. I apologize for such a long letter and asking so much from you. I want to get out to a better life sooner rather than later. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. I wonder if Dustin ever heard from him. He does. I don't understand any of this shit. Respectfully, Dustin McFetridge, number 11246-033, Federal Correctional Complex, Forest City. What? I can't. Oh, there's another. Wait. Your Honor, sorry to bother you again. I can't understand your legal jargon, Dustin. What does sorry to bother you again mean? Can someone please explain? All right. I'm sorry to bother you again. I think my daughter just texted me. She wants to stream with me later. So we're probably going to stream later on her channel. But not not too late because I know Klaba is streaming later. I can't read this. I am writing to let you know I have wrote the prosecutor on my case to ask for a split sentence on my time, the remaining 21 months to be served as home incarceration. Enclose an exact copy of what she was sent. I appreciate the help you have gave me through THREW, this mistake that I have made of my life. Aw, it was just a mistake I made with my life. Jargon. I wish you the best. Respectfully, Dustin McFetridge. Oh, there's more. You ready for more? His mama washes his clothes. Oh, Super Bowl today. You know what? I didn't realize that. That's true. I haven't. I used to really, really, really be into football. I don't know. I'm just not into it anymore. I don't know why. Probably because for the past few years I was a Ravens fan. Anyway, they did really well this year without me watching, so not well enough though, apparently. Ms. Lawless, ma'am, I'm not. Ma'am, I am writing to ask if you still have a bit of compassion on me with my sentence. Who is Ms. Lawless, first of all? No, I don't need my big ball. I don't need my big ball. I am writing to ask if you still have a bit of compassion on me with my sentence. Aw, poor Dustin. Tried to fuck a kid. He lived in the Ravens. I was told by the Honorable Judge McCurley that it was Judge McCurley. That sounds like I think it's McKinley, but it looks like McCurley. God damn it! Stupid phone. Stupid technology. Too old for this. Judge McCurley, that it was up to you because you have to agree to changing my sentence. Oh, maybe it's the prosecutor. I have served a week shy of 30 months on a 60-month sentence. He spells months wrong. So shy of 30 months, MONTHES, on a 60-month, but then he spells it correctly. Sentence. I just hate that shit. Judge McCurley. I amuse myself. All I am asking for is a split sentence. I have served a week shot of 30 months on a 60-month sentence. All I want is for the rest of the time to be served as house arrest. I will agree to and terms you wish and will ever agree to take the 15 plus years you wanted to give me. That is, I get violated for more than a tickled fire. I have no idea. Such as spending or a broken tail light. I get violated for more than a ticket fine, such as speeding or a broken tail light. What the fuck, man? Well, that's good. It's good you don't try to buy children from their parents anymore. Oh, is it Groundhog's Day? Shit, I'm supposed to spend the day watching that movie. This is all I want to do, though. And this lamp. All I need is this lamp. My health has diminished a lot over my incarceration. I have had stomach pains, an inflamed gallbladder, staph, and a boil. I am going to have a stroke. Hello, everyone. I only had one cup of coffee, too. This is that was gross. And a boil just since January 2010. My walking is so bad. I can't walk 30 feet without being weak and gasping for air. That might be called being fat, Dustin. You going to kiss the boil on my butt? I have a boil on my dick. Good morning. We're reading some Dustin letters, which you can find on Temple and TCAP. People put a lot of work. I appreciate it because people put a lot of work into finding this stuff and then sharing it with everyone. I always appreciate that. My walking is so bad, I can't walk 30 feet without being weak and gasping for air. In Kentucky State Prison, they say I need an electric wheelchair, which this federal prison refuses to let me have, even though it still sits in R&D after over a month. I forgot to explain I suffer from cerebral palsy, which is tightening of the body's muscles. Here they refuse. This is all one sentence, guys. Sorry, that's why I'm reading it like this. Here they refuse to provide physical therapy, and I have had it since December 23rd, 2009, when I left state prison. Wow. Oh, he's got panyitis. Yes, use the wrench wisely, or no one gets a wrench. Okay, where was I? I don't want to read that again. My right hand has the worst damage from my cerebral palsy. It is hard to make it move or grip, as I must do everything with my hand. Oh, he could have used that as an excuse as why he was whacking it to a kid. He could have said that was... I can't even say that seriously. I was just doing physical therapy with my hand. If given the opportunity, all I want to do is get proper health care I need, and hopefully a long-term desk job. Who the fuck's gonna give him a job? A desk job, no less. He could probably get a job driving truck. They hire felons. I have learned my lesson from this life-changing experience. I have grown up from this and will never chat or message or go into any internet people seeking sites again. I don't ever want to be... Oh my God, I have no idea. Be lied. Oh, I don't want to be lied to anymore in any manner again. Oh, they lied to him. That's what happened. That's what happened. Oh, guys, I feel terrible. Hi, Cybersqueak. You're not going to believe this, Kayla, but they've been lying to Dustin. They've been lying to Dustin. I got to shut this down. I feel like a monster. I'm so sorry. He learned his lesson and he grew up. I'm no ideal. Please give me the opportunity to redeem and show that the mistake was just that, a mistake. Apparently not, because he continued to engage in these kind of behaviors. I regret what I have done and have seen where I messed up my life. I have read many books and I want to know these books that he read. I want to know these books that he read. Somebody told me that Dustin's razor was a gift. Am I falling for something? I am, aren't I? I'm so naive. I acted perverted so her daughter would leave me alone. Somebody told me his razor was a gift from his grandma, and I believe it. I want to get out and make a positive impact on Sokity. It's supposed to be society. One's for washing your hands and one's for sex. On society, not the negative kind. He said negative kid, but I think he meant kind. Negative kid. Freudian slip. Negative kind ever again. Me and my mother would appreciate you agreeing to me getting this split sentencing. The decision is in your hands, so please have compassion for my bad health. Whatever you decide, please let me know as soon as possible. Respectfully, Dustin McFetridge. Oh, boy. Did we read this? Is this the response? Hold on. I want to see if this is the response to his motion to... Let me read it. Over amending judgment. With the agreement to the parties, it is hereby ordered that this court's judgment and commitment is amended as follows. The defendants previously imposed... Oh, this is the thing he attached. He probably doesn't even understand what it meant. So he attached all this crap from his. All right, let's move on to something else here, guys. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves while I struggle with this. Dustin's, what is this? Dustin's habeas corpus. Let's see. Let's see what that is. It opens. Oh, this is the same thing, but a typewritten one. I could have written. Jeez, it's getting to me, guys. This is a typewritten copy of the letter I just read that I could have read instead and not gotten a headache. Oh, I'm so anxious. I was going to shave her down there. She was but listen, don't forget, she was asking to be shaved down there. Dustin's plea agreement. This is a little dry, guys. I'm going to find something else here. But I think he had the same lawyer Lauren did. Well, I like reading what he was charged with. Defendant will enter a voluntary plea of guilty to the single charge in the indictment. Defendant will plead guilty because he is, in fact, guilty of the charge. The parties agree to the following factual basis for this plea. Beginning on September 30th, 2007, I was like reading this, McFetridge, using the screen name, Rustling Duties, Tennessee. This is an illegal document, folks. I want to blank your bank, blank. You're right, Cybersqueak. I bet Dustin's mom is a lot happier now that she doesn't have to take care of his disgusting self. Is she still alive? I don't even feel bad goofing on dead people. I'm sorry. They know. They'll get me. Don't worry. So, using the screen name, Wrestling Dude, East Tennessee, engaged in online communications with a person he believed to be a 13-year-old girl living in Kentucky. McFetridge lived in Tennessee. He initiated the online communication using the internet. Between September 30th, 2007 and October 20th, 2007, McFetridge engaged in several online chats with the 13-year-old. In fact, the 13-year-old was an adult pretending to be a 13-year-old. Shocking. I am shocked. They lied to him. Yeah, Bunky probably had something to... Bunky was probably the 13-year-old girl. Fucking Bunky. During the communications, McFetridge engaged in sexually explicit discussions with the person he believed to be a 13-year-old girl. The two also engaged in several telephone conversations. On October 20th, 2007, McFetridge drove from whatever town that is in Tennessee to Bowling Green, Kentucky. He made the trip to meet with the 13-year-old for the purpose of engaging in sexual intercourse with her. A search of McFetridge's vehicle after arrest revealed a cell phone, KY jelly, electric razor, Kodak Easy Shared digital camera, scanned disc memory card. Holy shit. He brought a camera and a fucking memory card. Oh fuck. He was not fucking around. Pew pew. And MapQuest directions to the house. During post-arrest interview, McFetridge admitted to online communications travel and intent to have sex with the girl. But she led him on a little bit too. He's a piece of shit. He's just an absolute fucking piece of shit. All right, let's find another one. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Give me a second. What do y'all want to hear about? We got Lauren letter. We got a lot of Lauren letters. We got some JPW letters here. What do y'all want to hear? Waiting for an answer. Yeah, he was going to produce child porn, no doubt. There are a lot of stuff. There are a lot of stuff in here. All right. If nobody answers, I'm just going to pick something here. JPW. Well, Cybersqueak got it first. So we'll do JPW and then we'll do I want to find something interesting though. That's just his habeas corpus denial. We'll read his sentencing and then we'll do some more. Stop talking about fucking Dan. Not in my stream. Sick of that shit. I know he can't help he looks good in his bedazzled jeans. I know he looks better than I do in those jeans, but I don't want to fucking hear about it. Sick of that shit. You said he was beautiful and you only said I was handsome. Apologize now. Okay. People of the state of California versus John Pierre Wary. I was hoping they would have all his names in there. Let's see. I'm looking for the not dry stuff, so just bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves. Dan, Lova. Did Tango hit Dan? Oh, she didn't want you to play with him. All right, let's see what we got. Morning, cocksucker. I love that. I hope you like getting laid. Steve will do a great job. Like, that's who fucking says that shit? Hey, young girl, I hope you like getting laid, even though you've never been laid. I can't do it, so I'm going to send my friend over to do it, who just happens to be me. Steve will do a great job. I wish they had said, how the fuck do you know? Did you fuck him? Kayla, I'm sorry. This stuff seems like really dry. Unless I find something better, we're going to do some Lauren letter. All right, let's go. Enjoy your lunch. Plus, there's just so much Lauren shit. All right, so this is from May 6, 2016. Most of you have probably read this stuff, but it's always fun to go over the classics. All right. And as you know, there's a call where Lauren, it's the one where Lauren's like having it out with Dan, and Dan says, I'm smarter than you. And Lauren brings up that he studied law. He studied law for 5 years while he was in prison. Like, that's the same thing. He's so goddamn stupid. Okay. Oh, my buddy Steve will rock your world. Yes, this is a role-playing chat room. I am playing the part of a competent YouTube content creator. All right. So, before Cole, Chief Judge Seiler, and Stranch, circuit judges, Lauren Lynn Armstrong, a federal prisoner proceeding pro se, which again means he does his own legal shit. Because remember, guys, he studied law for 5 years while he was incarcerated. Seeks authorization to file a second or successive 28 U.S.C. 2255 motion to vacate, set aside, or correct a sentence. So I learned a little bit about some of this stuff just by reading all the Lauren shit. So, from my understanding, the 2255 is the I love this so much because he's so stupid. It's his motion to get a new trial, basically. But what he doesn't understand is he pled guilty, saying that he would not try to get his sentence overturned or vacated. But he's so stupid, he just tried over and over and over again. So, in 2008, Armstrong pleaded guilty to traveling in interstate commerce to engage in illicit sexual conduct. In a written plea agreement, Armstrong agreed to waive his right to appeal or collaterally attack his conviction and sentence. I believe that means he can't say his lawyer was incompetent or there were other things wrong with the plea agreement. He was sentenced to 60 months imprisonment and a life term of supervised release. A lifetime, folks. Think about that. I know you already know this stuff, but do you really think about, like, it's a life term of supervised release, which has really obviously hit him hard recently because you violate your release, your supervised release, your probation, you go back to jail. So it can happen over and over and over again. He's helping his wrestling buddy write a book. I don't like lawyers. I bet Monkey was his lawyer. He'd have done better if Lauren was his own lawyer. Oh. So here's his arguments. Armstrong subsequently filed a 2255 motion in which he argued that, one, his guilty plea was not made knowingly and voluntarily. So in other words, he didn't know he was pleading guilty. He just said yes to all those questions in the courtroom because he wanted to get out of there. He thought he was going to be free after that. Krusty was the lawyer. Number 2, trial counsel was ineffective for various reasons. He doesn't list the reasons, which you might want to do in a legal document. I don't know. 3, the government engaged in prosecutorial misconduct when it failed to provide him with exculpatory evidence. Okay, now this is what I always scream when I'm listening to people talking about Lauren's legal shit. And this is why Lauren's studying law for 5 years. I'm not a lawyer, obviously, but I do kind of understand what they're saying. Lauren's argument is the prosecutors did not provide him with his full discovery, any evidence that might have shown, like you know how he always brings up he went to 3 pawn shops to pawn this shit camera. But what he doesn't understand is they don't have to provide him with any of that shit because he never went to trial. There was no trial. He pled guilty. He didn't even consider a trial because he was afraid he was going to go away for a very, very long time. Hi, Private Area. It enrages me so much when Lauren brings up these excuses and people are supposed to fucking agree with him and he doesn't even know what he's talking about. 4, he was entrapped by the government in the Dateline NBC series To Catch a Predator. And 5, he was interrogated in violation of his Miranda versus Arizona. I think he's referring to his interview with Chris Hansen, which is stupid because Chris Hansen he's not a cop. He's not involved with the government in any way in prosecuting him. And that interview, as far as I would understand, if he really went to trial, that interview wouldn't have been entered into evidence. But he's an idiot. Anyway. When's it getting out? Wednesday? Let's see. A district court denied the 2255 motion, determining that Armstrong's guilty plea and waiver were valid, and that Armstrong had thus waived his right to raise his remaining claims in a 2255. He's basically what he tried to do is he was so afraid of going away for 15 years. He was so afraid of that. And there is a letter, you can find it. There's a letter his lawyer wrote to him spelling everything out. If you don't plead guilty, this is what they may charge you with. You could go away for this term of time. If you plead guilty, you'll get more, which he's still pissed about. He got more than the average amount of time. You'll get more, but that's because they wanted to charge you with these things. So what he wants to do is plead guilty as a safety net and then go back and have a trial. I wish to God he would have just had a trial. I almost wish they would have said, okay, fine, here's your trial. He'd still be in jail. I loved her first, God damn it. Armstrong now moves for leave to file a second or successive, so he wants to file another one. And it's so funny to me, he has to ask permission to file the motion. You have to make a motion to file the motion, to obtain authorization to file a second or successive motion. Armstrong must make a prima facie showing that the motion contains newly discovered evidence that, if proven and viewed in light of the evidence as a whole, would be sufficient to establish. In other words, he wouldn't have been found guilty by this new evidence. Or a new rule of constitutional law. Congress would have to make a new law saying that Armstrong can get a new trial. Jesus Christ. I'm surprised he didn't write to Congress. Armstrong proposes to argue that trial counsel failed to seek a mental health evaluation despite the fact that he was medicated for depression while in jail. Probably, can you imagine when they first locked him up, just the crying, the constant fucking crying. And they finally said, one of the guards said, you know what? I really think somebody needs to put him on something. He is driving me fucking crazy. He keeps trying to tell me how he never meant to do it. Oh, no mac and cheese. He contends that he did not raise this claim earlier because he did not know it was a big deal until he talked to an attorney and found that it is a normal thing that attorneys do in any situation. And might I bring up, plenty of people are medicated for depression. We don't. I'm on medication for anxiety. I had to see a doctor for that, but I don't like go for psychoanalysis. People suffer from that shit. By the way, I didn't try to fuck a teen, so there's that. Bap's moonwalk on Arrested Development's execution video. Yes, I love that so much. I love that video so much. I go back to those again and again and again. I would want them again and again. His application also includes a copy of a page from his 2012 application for authorization in which he proposed to argue that he was entrapped and that the broadcast of the sting operation caused prejudicial. It's just all the same shit he always says. And the court basically says, fuck you, Lauren, you're stupid. I don't think, let me look. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment while I look for something. Have we covered him trying to pawn a busted camera for gas money? Yeah, that was one of his arguments, like his legal argument. It's so fucking stupid. That his basically his reasoning for saying his attorneys didn't do their job was because they didn't go to these pawn shops he claims he went to. But there was no need to do any of those things because he pled guilty. So what he doesn't understand, he brings up shit about how the trial wouldn't be fair. It has nothing to do with it because he never fucking. What's that sound? It's probably me like fucking moving around and shit. I don't know. Sorry. I'm getting animated. I'm looking for something. Hold on, sorry. I can't find it. World's worst. You know what? I think I'm going to wrap it up for now because, like I said, hopefully I'm going to be doing something later with Kayla. She's on her channel. If you are not familiar with her channel, she's Cybersqueak. I'll put a link to the channel on there. Make sure you check out Max Gunderson. I'm going to put a link there. All right, I'm going to shut this down for the time. Let me make sure I do it properly, unlike last time or the time before, because I want to get some coffee and some breakfast. And hopefully I'll see you all later, okay? Kayla Marie? No, her name is not Kayla Marie, although that would be awesome. She was born in 94, though, which is kind of what dragged me all to. Sure. I'm sorry, Lady Sardonicus. I'm so sorry. If you didn't hear, I'm gonna be doing something later with my daughter, hopefully. So check that out. I'll put a link in the description.